Alright, you guys, it's the Cursed Prophet back with another video. And I'm here to talk about the whole thing that happened with Blac Chyna at the airport and her spazzing out. You know, some people say she was on cocaine. Some people think it's MK Ultra. I'm going to go ahead and say that the ancestors have went ahead and told me that it's a little bit of both. Blac Chyna is somebody I've really wanted to talk about for a while. Or she's somebody who comes up and then I really forget that I have not made that video, or I wish that I could like put what I want to say about her together. I just can't get it out. So I'm just gonna say it like this. I think you guys definitely judge the situation wrong when it comes to Blac Chyna and her mother, because I want to take it back to a little bit of her foundation and where, you know, she comes from and the little bit that we know. And I know that Tokyo Toni is batshit crazy. I do believe that Tokyo Toni was done dirty. I think that you guys look at her surfacely. I think you guys look at what Blac Chyna's mother says, and you really don't see a lot of actions behind that stuff, but you guys look more so at what she says. And she throws a lot of threats. She's kind of batshit crazy. But, you know, back in the day, there were a lot of women like her, and a lot of mothers, a lot of grandmothers, a lot of aunties. We knew black women like her, and this is a black woman thing. And a lot of you, I would see in the comments saying, you know, I feel so bad for Blac Chyna, and oh my God, if I had to live with a mother like that and grow up with that type of abuse, I would be that way too. And I think you guys have it all wrong. I think that Tokyo Toni is the one who's been done dirty. I think Blac Chyna showed her true colors. I think that although you may have a bad parent, and some of us have been raped by our parents, beat by our parents, all sorts of shit we have going on with our parents, but there's still people who have respect for their parents who have been through this stuff and still call them yes ma'am and no ma'am and have a respect just because they are the elder. Now, I know that Now, I do believe there was some form of abuse that was going on inside of Chyna's home. I'm not sure what it was. Fully, probably verbal. She probably saw a lot of things she probably wasn't supposed to see, but join the fucking club for kids who grew up in single parented homes. This is the shit that happens, and you can't always blame the parent. And Tokyo Toni doesn't help her case. But I said all that to say this. I think you guys should go back and review Tokyo Toni, maybe give her a chance. I think somebody needs to dig in Blac Chyna's ass and tell her, you know, the way that she put her mother on TV and used her like that, and disrespected her in certain ways, even though her mother, you know, disrespected her, and every action causes a reaction. Still, the relationship and what you guys are taking from it, I think it is so wrong. And, you know, I've had some moments with my parents and we're hotheads, and and you know, I will read my mother for filth. I'm an Aries, she's a Leo. We are both hot-headed motherfuckers, and when it goes down between us. Even with my brother, who's a Cancer, when he gets into it with my mother, when it comes to that parent and child dynamic, it goes fucking down. So I know that, you know, certain things come out, and you may say things you don't mean, and whatever. And I'm speaking kind of for Tokyo Toni and Blac Chyna, but the thing I'm saying is that even when I fight with my mother, I don't lose a certain respect. And I know kids whose parents were never there, and they still have a general respect for their parents, and Blac Chyna doesn't show that. And if we're not just going to speak on the general, you should just have respect for your elders, even when you're kind of pissed off with them. Like, you might go all the way there, but maybe you won't take it all the way there because they are your elders. That's what I'm saying. And then two, I want to address I want to address the fact that Blac Chyna is black and her mother is black, and the way that Blac Chyna's mom, Tokyo Toni, was done on TV and online and on these various platforms, I think that it was dirty, it was embarrassing, and it ruined our brand. And she wasn't the only one who played a part in this. You guys let it happen, the community let it happen, the black society let it happen, and somebody should have took both of them off TV and had a talk with them before all that came to light like that. It just wasn't for us. That is the type of shit when our parents back in the day used to say, what goes in our home stays in our home. That shit should have stayed at home, and it should have stayed with people who could have been trusted, like their family and friends. Because even some of her friends came out and was talking shit about her too. But the one girl, I think Treasure, she was talking real shit though. That girl's been getting done dirty, and we saw that on the show for a while. I think she's kind of like Blac Chyna's shadow, and I always knew she was going to be the one to bring us some tea, and she probably will bring us more sometime in the future too, after Blac Chyna is in her like 50s and 60s. I believe Treasure will come back out with even some more deeper shit, if not sooner. But the whole thing with Blac Chyna at the airport and her spazzing out and going the fuck off and in and out of these states of different consciousness, you definitely can look at her attire as far as her clothes, and you see the game right there. If you want to look at it from like an industry standpoint, an MK Ultra standpoint, she had on some kind of like Gucci, I think, like Gucci, Prada, I don't know, some kind of jumpsuit, but it had like a bunch of labels on it, I think. But it was definitely given like the black and white, the checkered floor, the disassociation of the mind with the outfit. So that rung a bell right there will let you know that whatever went down in that airport was definitely some form of a ritual. We know that. So there's a reason why the media is reporting on it. You saw it in China's wear. They didn't do the usual get up as far as like the black and white or the red and black, but they definitely still stuck with their rituals they do. And I saw through it. I said, well, wow, this is definitely a ritual. Look at what she's wearing, and look at all the different colors or whatever the fuck was on her outfit. I was like, look at all these different energies. Of course she's breaking down. And then too, China goes through that. I don't think you guys remember, but I remember when she was on the Wendy Williams show, and when she came out, Wendy Williams was like, I think Wendy Williams like grabbed her hands or something, and she was like, oh my God, like you're shaking. In Blac Chyna, when she first got there, she just sounded like she had so much anxiety, and she didn't seem like the chick that she probably portrays to you, because I don't follow her. I do know of her, who could not. And that's how I know her, and a little bit of clips and different things that I've watched and seen about her life. But I feel like there are other people who really know her, who are fans, and could tell me more. But Blac Chyna definitely has something going on. I think this girl may come off hardcore, but I think she's got a lot of anxiety. That's what she gives me. She gives me very frigid, very fidgety, very just all over the place. She gives me very much spirits and different voices and different people disassociate and come out of her at any time. I feel like she's never the same person for a good 5 minutes. I saw that all on that show, and everything that I watched of her, even down to the Blac Chyna situation when she was on that show and dating Rob Kardashian. I saw it, and I was like, there's something wrong with this girl, and she reminds you just of like her mother, because her mother does the same thing. It's like her mother can be good, and then she just goes boom. And that's what you call, because you know a lot of people will make fun and say, you know, I'm bipolar, that's why. I mean, nah, niggas. I worked in the mental hospital, in a rural mental asylum, and I'll tell you, what you see with Blac Chyna, but especially her mother, is bipolar disorder straight up. When they talk about them highs and lows with bipolar and that chemical imbalance, her mama's got it. But it's not just a mental health energy. You know, there's other energies on her mother and Blac Chyna. So yeah, it was definitely MK Ultra. Something was going on. I definitely think she was on some sugar booger, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a lot going on with her, and I think you will continue to see Blac Chyna malfunction, because they're not doing anything to heal her. You know, even when we saw how Blac Chyna acted and everybody wanted to cry and, oh my God, let's help Blac Chyna, and oh my God, I can't believe you grew up like this. Nobody sent her to get any fucking help. If you as society cared, just like with the whole, it's almost like the Britney Spears thing. Like, if you guys cared, then why didn't somebody go up there and tell? Because I was watching or listening to a piece of it last night of the conservatorship hearing, and when she was saying that I didn't even know that I could appeal this thing, or I could even, you know, bring it to a judge to get out of it. And I believe that, because there's a lot of shit that we don't know, and we get caught up with charges and shit. And just to think that Britney Spears has been tracking that and didn't know that she could actually appeal it, even though they're probably not, so it probably didn't matter she knew for years or not. But still, I feel like it's the same thing with Blac Chyna. Nobody went in to save Britney Spears, and in the hearing, if you've not heard it, you can finally go listen to it. She was making some valid ass points, and it wasn't like she went and did all this research and just sounded like really smart. And I'm talking about Britney Spears. It was just the fact that the shit she said was just like simple. It's just like, I'm a human. You know what, that's another video. I said all that to say this: we need to take care of Blac Chyna. She's still one of ours. She's our sister. You guys talk shit about her mother and all that, but what are you doing to help her? What 2 cents in the dime are you giving besides the 2 cents, bitch? So you guys know what's up with Blac Chyna. You guys know what the fuck was going on. You guys know what the ritual was. You saw the spirit. You saw the disassociation. I don't know if she was I think she was talking about maybe at one time vaccinations. It might even be a ritual for vaccinations, because they keep sticking niggas up there to do dumb shit. But don't expect too much from Blac Chyna. She's not bright. She's not slow, but she's not bright. I'm gonna tell you that. She is smart in the places she needs to be, and she's good at her craft in the various areas, but she's kind of short too, like her mama. Let's pray for our sister.